Hey.
Yes.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Absolutely. We are so excited that you guys are here today and tuned in to Let's Conversate with Josh and Sharon, where we are just real people.
Dealing with real issues.
Absolutely. So we're always just talking about the latest, the hot topics, what's on people's mind.
Yeah.
The people be having stuff on their mind, Sharon.
Hey, and they need to vent.
Y'all need to vent. And so right now we got a good topic, a hot topic that we're gonna be talking about today. And listen, y'all, this one here, serious because it might make some brothers mad that we're going here, but if you're a real man, you hold.
You're holding it down. You're holding your weight.
Yeah, you hold the value. Your responsibilities as a man. Then it shouldn't make you mad.
Nah, it shouldn't.
It might make some mad that they just don't understand. They just need, for us to have a conversation with them to kind of enlighten them, right?
Okay.
So what we talking about today, Sharon?
Hey, it's simply your responsibility.
It's simply your responsibility. Yes, we are talking about child support. Yeah, y'all ladies, sit down now. Sit down. I know y'all finna subscribe and hit the bell notification and the likes because the brother got your back. I do. I got y'all back because brothers have been tripping too long, not wanting to, uphold their responsibility.
Hey, that sounds. Hey, let's talk about it.
And we're gonna talk about it. It's time for the real men to stand up, right?
Oh, I totally agree.
Right. You
step up to the plate.
You play
your responsibility.
You play, you should pay.
Okay.
It's grown folk talk, okay? Grown folk talk. Send them cheering to bed. Oh, it's Saturday morning.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, y'all. Listen, y'all. We're gonna have some fun with this one. We don't want to rub nobody the wrong way, but we do want to enlighten some people, on why it's important, for men to take care of their responsibilities, without any strings attached,
Yes.
without worrying about, the rhetoric, and the common argument of what she is doing with my money.
Hey, a lot.
I mean, but let's face it, is it really your money? Or is it the money that you owe, to your responsibility, right?
Yeah.
So there's a responsibility that each man has to take care of his child. That's why if I'm gonna go a little deep at the beginning and then I lighten it up, all right? That's okay. That's why in the beginning, when God created us, he intended for he said, I believe it's in Genesis, he said, for this cause a man leaveth his mother and his father and cleave unto his wife, and they two flesh become one flesh, right? So the simple reason for that is because God intended for
family.
Absolutely, that father and that mother to bear children, to be fruitful and multiply, right? To bear children and replenish the earth, right? But he intended for you guys to be a family and to bring those children up together. And this is why, he ordained marriage, holy matrimony, because, you supposed to be, for me, for better or worse, and I'm supposed to be for you for better or worse. So, but we live in a society where people don't hold those values, So what do we do? We end up getting with different individuals, and some people make mistakes, or for some people it wasn't a mistake. They wanted to have a child, by that brother. You know what I mean? Or he might have wanted to have a child by that sister. So and so they end up getting together and they weren't responsible. You know what I mean? And, it's one thing is bad enough. I guess we get together, out of wedlock, right? And then we get together and we produce little people, right? So then we produce little people, and it seems like once we produce these little people, then we have an issue with us getting along, right?
Okay.
And staying together, right? So we find that, I wish I would have looked up the percentage on, people not staying together. Stay with me. People not staying together and they leaving, their significant other. Uh, let me just rephrase this because I kind of just got distracted there. So they get with one another, basically, and they really not don't have intentions on being with each other for a long period of time, right? So they don't have an intention on being with you a long period of time, but they're very irresponsible in what they do, right? In the private sector, right? And when these little people come, a lot of folks split up. Am I right? Help me out. Am I right?
You're right.
So
You're
folks
right.
split up,
You're right.
and one go this way and one go that way, and they do their thing, and then there's a little person, and 9 out of 10, that little person gets stuck with the mama.
Okay.
hmm
That's true.
And when they get stuck with the mama, then that daddy, he's out and about, he doing whatever he want to do or whatever the case may be, living his life, and that mother is there taking care of that child.
All the responsibility.
Right, a lot of responsibility. So the brothers, and I done been around and done heard the arguments, and they get to the point that they don't want to, pay money, or when they order to pay the little few dollars that they pay, because I mean, I done heard like some people like in 18 years, like paid in $14,000. What's $14,000 for 18 years of a child growing up? It's not a lot of money.
If you got more than one.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. That's a good point, because they do, a lot of them be having more. Listen, for one child, I was on child support. For one child, and just let y'all in my game room, so to speak. I was paying for one child, you know, almost $650 a month for one child, and some brothers have two, three, and paying $300 a month.
Yeah, and
And I guess it depends on, like, whatever their income is. Everybody's situation is different, but that ain't my argument. My argument is that men, tend to want to determine
how you spend it.
how the woman spends the money. And I have always had a problem with that, because I always saw past that small argument. And yes, brothers, that is a small argument. Well, she ain't doing her moment. I seen her at the club. She going to the club. She getting her hair done, her nails done, my money. I ain't getting no money. I just buy my no, brother. Let me help you out. Let me help you. That is not the right attitude, because why? Tell me why that's not the right attitude. You tell me.
Because it is more what the mother is doing.
Okay.
They're paying the rent, the light bill,
Absolutely.
the car insurance, the car note.
Mm-hmm.
Let alone, like, everybody don't get food stamps. You providing for the food to be on the table for that child. And if that child is sick, you have to pay for medication. It's a lot that goes into
doctor visits,
doctor's appointments,
sitting up at the ER all night.
Yeah.
Dad don't show up. Mom there.
Don't even answer the phone.
Asthma attacks at night, sitting up all night, and got to go to work the next morning, or whatever the case may be. It's a lot that women have to deal with. And then, when the cost of rent. I mean, come on, man. Like, anybody arguing against this here, that they don't get this. I know when we were young, we kind of tend to do what we see others do. But when I was young, I did things as a young man. But when I got older, age come with wisdom, supposed to come with wisdom. So I guess we should have more wisdom as we get older, and realize that little $200 a month, that little $65, $75, $80 a week that you paying doesn't even mount up to the money that woman is spending to take care of that child. Then somebody might argue the point, like, well, she get government, so she get, well, she only getting that stuff because you ain't doing your part.
Yeah, you're not doing your part.
Right. So therefore she have to have some kind of assistance, and she probably could wing off the assistance if you would do more, if you come get your child more, and men, I'm gonna help you ladies out. When you have a brother, a man that argues with you all the time, this is how you pull that card. And the man like to argue with you about, bring me my child. That's the biggest argument a man like to throw at a woman. Bring me my child. Why are you trying to keep my child away from me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? One day pull his card. Take him that child. I guarantee you. Now you got some brothers out there that will and stand up guys like, and I'll consider myself willing, but I remember, and they get their child or whatever the case may be, and to take it and know that it's going to be a battle ahead because that child going to get sick.
Mm-hmm.
That child got to have doctor visits,
Yes.
dentists, some of them have eye exams, homework got to be done, meet with teachers,
Yeah.
what they call the little meetings at nighttime when you go to the schools and
Open house.
Open house, what I mean? You got all this stuff that you got to take responsibility. So a lot of the brothers, when they want to argue with the women about the children, she's trying to keep my child away from me, bring my child. You pull a card, take them to them. I guarantee you, they won't take them. They ain't gonna keep them long. They were trying to give them back to you, and then that is to pull the power from. Then you won't never hear them bring that argument up again. Bring my child. It really just breaks down to that men just need to step up.
Yeah, step up and take care of your responsibility.
And take care of your responsibility. Stop trying to dictate, where the woman spends the money. It's not your money. It's the child's money. And so what? If she takes that money and go get her hair done, she can do that because she is already taking care of that child 30 days a week. Besides a little weekend visit that you go get the child, if you even go get your child or whatever the case may be. So stop giving her a hard time. We need to just do our part and, take care of our children.
I agree.
Because, it's a lot of brothers out there, they're not taking care of their children.
They're not.
And
the thing about it is they're taking care of someone else's children.
Ooh. Wow.
I said it. Taking care of someone else's children.
Oh my goodness, that was.
And then their child or their children are lacking.
Come on.
They don't even have the father don't even attend meetings or spend time with the children.
You just said something very profound there, brothers. Now listen, if you in a relationship, right, with a woman, that already has kids, and you doing everything and above, right, for those kids, but then you neglecting your own kids. I have a big problem with that because I feel like if you could do for somebody else's kids and you have kids over here, but you know what, most good women, and I believe this about women, good women, a good woman ain't gonna allow a man to get with her and do for her kids and then neglect his own, knowing that he has kids, with previous relationship or ships, and I don't believe that any good woman is gonna be with a man.
Push them to go over and beyond, for their responsibility as well.
Absolutely. So, this whole show today is about, it's simply your responsibility. Yes, stop putting strings on and what the word is I'm looking for. Stop putting strings and stop putting stipulations on what the woman and putting deciding factors on if you're going to give her this money or not, or if you're going to pay her not because of what you think she's doing or what you hear she's doing.
Hey, once that money go out of your hand, it's whatever she needs to do to provide for that child.
Absolutely. It's just,
because a mother role, hey,
it's a journey.
It's a journey. Absolutely. And it's an ongoing process.
Listen, like we got mothers, we got aunties, we got grandmamas that we a lot of us deem to the highest levels, but yet then we go get with somebody else child and then have children by that woman, but we treat her to the lowest, but because that's somebody that we're involved with, but not taking into consideration that is the mother of your child. So how you treat the mother of your child will grow up, right? Seeing that and thinking that it's okay to be treated or to treat someone like that in such a way. I just, and don't get me wrong, I'm not coming down on the brothers in a negative way. I'm just trying to open up a conversation and a light because it's just too many children out here that's being neglected. And it's about more than money. You should spend time.
Yeah.
Spend your quality time with your children. you know, teach them how to ride a bike, teach them how to skate, do all these things. Nowadays, we're just living in a microwave society. Everything is so instant, and we just so busy, and everybody's on the go. Nobody really, taking the time
Taking
out
that
like they
time,
used
that
to.
one-on-one
With
time.
right with the children. Don't get me wrong. This is not for everybody. Because there are people out there that take care of their children, do what they're supposed to do. But those people even can agree with the point that we're making today,
Yes,
that is a whole lot of folk that's out there that's not taking care of their children.
you're right.
And it's shame on them.
Yeah.
Shame on you. You walk around with your fresh kicks on and your fly pants,
Like I
jeans
said,
on,
look,
and
little Ray Ray wants some Jordans or Nikes.
but wow, little Ray Ray, huh? But I'm just saying though, and the men they taking care of themselves.
Yeah,
They looking fly, doing their thing,
every week.
but then the children over here is being neglected and less than. And then they grow up with that same mentality, and it just become like an ongoing process. It's a generational curse that
Yes,
need
it
to be
is.
broken.
Yeah, it's time to
So
break it.
right, so I would behoove any man, real man that's listening to me today, and if deep in your heart, I'm right. You know, do women have to have cars? If they got your child, they got to have cars, transportation. What real man? If you a real man and you see your woman getting on, if you can stop it, or your child's mother getting on the RTS, standing in the rain. RTS, for those of you all that ain't from Gainesville, that's the bus system. All right, Ubering everywhere. Trying to catch a ride here, catch a ride there. Life is too dangerous, and then we just coming, through a pandemic. You don't want your child jumping in and out of everybody's cars, everybody's vehicles, dirty transportation, and stuff like that. If you can help it, now I take my hat off for all those transportation, because those things are vital in our society, because there are people that's less than, and that need those transportation. So I'm not necessarily putting down against it, but when you have fathers out there that are more than capable to do their part, they should
Yes,
do their
they
part.
should do that part. I agree.
Stop neglecting these children. And then you pop around like your super dad every now and then. You bring a little toy or some money, and your children, they don't know no better. They're gonna run to your arms and everything, which they should, because you are part. But at the end of the day, what legacy? You remember we did the
Yeah.
segment on
What legacy are you building?
right, and this kind of reflects right back to what legacy are you building. When you gone from here, what your child gonna have positive to say about you? And I know, um sharing some fathers that then got out of here, going to the other side over there, and left children behind. And I know have nothing really to brag about their parents about, because the parents never left anything, never worked no job, never paid no social security, never paid into no retirement plan, never owned no property, never really done anything to leave inheritance behind to their children, that their children could make it. My folks didn't never really have anything to leave for us, even though they did a wonderful job taking care of us, or whatever the case may be. My grandparents, I take my hats off to them, done a wonderful job of raising, me, my brothers, and my sister, or whatever the case may be. But they still did not have anything that they could leave behind, to bolster our, wealth in this country. You know what I mean? So everything that we accumulate, me and my brothers, we accumulate, we do it, you know, off the strength of God and our own ability to be able to get out and work and make things happen. So me and my brother, my baby brother, out of the boys are only two that got children, offsprings, and my sister have offsprings, whatever the case may be. But it's our responsibility, to make sure that that generational curse, right? That same uh, uh, thing that happened to us as coming up don't happen to them. So it's our responsibility. And I'm big on, investing, for my child's future, college, our children college, and whatever, we have to do to leave something behind for them. Make sure we have life insurance. Make sure we have a policy big enough that if something happened to us, that we could be buried and they could still be okay. Not only just depending on that, but also putting savings back, for them. Investing in some property. Investing in some type of real estate to make sure that the children be okay. You know, because we don't want them to grow up and have to face the hardship that we had to face.
I agree.
And unfortunately, and it's sad that we can't get our men to see that, right?
Yeah.
Because they're too busy worrying about the petty stuff.
Yeah.
The small things,
The small things.
I ain't giving my money. You ain't spending my money. What money? You ain't giving nothing. That little $200-300. What is that? When this woman, go ahead, got all these bills.
You saying 200? Sometimes it's less than that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I was watching court case one time, because I be watching that paternity court. I'm big on watching that. So I was watching the court case one time. This dude, he got up in there. Now, I was just thinking about my own situation now, y'all. So I'm thinking about, how much I had to pay, and how much I was paying for one. And this clown in the courthouse, and he got about 3 of them. And he talked about, I take care of my child. I do. And, he going on and on about what he do for the children. And then the woman is supposed to, you don't pay nothing but $80 every 2 weeks. $80 every 2 weeks. 80. If my math correct, 80 and 80 is 160 a month.
160.
What that won't even pay a light bill.
That woman is carrying that weight.
Absolutely, every bit of it. And he really felt like he was doing something. Listen, man, if you feel like you're doing something because you're giving a woman that have your children $200 to $300 a month, shame on you. Because and I know that ain't nobody can live off of that little bit of money. And if that woman has a home, I don't care if she's on Section 8. I don't care if she's on HUD. I don't care if she's on Section 3. I don't care what she's on. You know what I mean? I don't care if she get food stamps or whatever the case may be. It don't matter. It's even more than you could holler all those points all you want. Everything she get free, but she still had to go to bed and wake up, taking that child to bed with food in their stomach, wake them up, putting food in their stomach, making sure they have medication that they need. What else? What all y'all do? I'm just bringing it on. What y'all do?
We do a lot. We cook.
Well, tell the brother what y'all do.
Clean. We teachers because we do homework. You want me to go on and on?
No, because you gonna hurt the brothers. Bro, I got y'all now, but I ain't gonna let her go in. I ain't gonna let her go in on y'all like that.
But it's not all of them. That's the thing.
There are good men out there.
There are some good men.
Absolutely,
out there. I'm not. We're not knocking you.
No.
Continue to do what you're doing.
Well, listen. Here's the thing. All the good men out there that know, but and then some of them that are not doing, that have not come up to where they need to be. They're good men too. They just need this information. To look at it in a different light, right? Because you got some men out there that's falling under the bar. But when they hear stuff like this here and hear, good conversation, about what they should do and shouldn't do versus what they shouldn't do, and then a light bulb pop on, they're like, you know what, that brother right there, I'm going to do better. If we can get off the mindset of what she's doing with the money, if your child is not being neglected, your child go to school like they should, your child wearing nice clothes, your child eating, or whatever the case may be. Well, listen, stop trying. Here's the main thing right here. Stop trying to control that woman's household. Right? You don't want to be there, but you don't want to be there, but you want to control her house. You want to tell her who she can date. Nobody ain't say that when you try to date her, when you dated her, and nobody do you like that. So if she choose to move on, and let her move on.
Yeah, let her move
on. But one thing I am glad about though, because that child support thing, man, and y'all, some of these brothers in trouble. When I went to school, I ain't have no issue. How when you was in middle school, right? And then you was in high school, and then you like you remember all the pretty boys y'all used to be out all the time. I'd be after them pretty boys and stuff like that. And the pretty boys, they thought they were, I remember some of the pretty boys when I went to Lincoln and some of these different schools, whatever the case may be, and they had it going on, right? They thought they had it going on, and all the girls was after them and everything. An old brother like me couldn't get them, you know what I mean? I couldn't get women. I had a girlfriend here or there, whatever the case may be. But the pretty boy, they just get whatever. Seem like it seemed like they got whatever woman they want, right?
Yeah.
But then life happened. Ooh wee. So so life happened, and then that same pretty boy, what happened? Boy, I ain't seen you. Man, I've been in jail for child support. How many kids you got? I got 7. I got 8. You pretty boys got all the girls, had all the babies. Then you got brothers like me, didn't have all them babies or whatever it may be. So I don't have them issues, but I see them having those issues. So and I thank God that I was who I was in school, because I ain't got to deal with all that foolishness 9 months later. Like listen, thank you all the women that didn't want to date me in school, because y'all was really looking out for my future self, and I appreciate y'all for that. I'm cutting up. But listen, men, y'all have to do your part. Pay your dues. Take care of your children. Stop trying to control women with that little bit of change that y'all be giving them for child support, when you could do better than what you're doing anyway.
It's time to do better.
But it's not your money. It belongs to the child. Am I right or wrong?
Oh, you're right about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So stop trying to control them with that money. Pay your part. What? Do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Take care of your children. Go by there and get your children.
Yeah.
Go by there and get them.
Hey, matter of fact, Father's Day coming up.
Ooh, yes. When is Father's Day?
It's the 19th.
Next Saturday? Yeah. Next Saturday.
The 19th.
Yeah. So, absolutely. So, listen, we hope that's something that we have said, and we probably wrecked a couple nerves, but it's the truth.
It's the truth,
right? Hey.
Sometimes it be tight, but it be right.
If you find if you find yourself in that category, just say ouch and do better.
That's it.
Absolutely, do better. We have to do better. You know what I mean? So
children truly need their fathers.
Absolutely. So we live in a day and time now that so much is going on, and men need to get in their children's life, know what's going on with their children, but not trying to be controlling to these women. You know what I mean? Yeah. If she's taking care of that child and doing what she needs to do, you can't control her household. No, like I said, you left, you ain't want to be there. So her life don't stop because you don't want to be there, but you still got a responsibility there. And you need to take care of your child. But when your child see you disrespecting their mother, calling out her name, cussing her out, doing all these horrible things to their mother, they grow up with that in their heart, and they believe that that's okay to do somebody else like that. And that's the legacy you want to leave behind? I certainly hope not. Hey, you guys, this was a short one. Chime in, give us your opinion, give us your thoughts. Don't forget to hit the
notification bell.
That's right. The like button, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. Y'all follow us, and when we got good content, we're gonna lay it out there.
Yes.
So until next time, Sharon, you good?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
I'm good. All right. We got to get out of here, y'all. So until next time, deuces.